We are live. We're live in the studio today, babe.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you as well.
Happy Monday to you.
Monday is it should be your favorite day.
Yes.
Because Monday is the first day of your week.
It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start.
It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start, and you get one every week.
You get one every week.
Actually, you technically get a new start.
Every day.
Every day.
You get to choose. Now, we do have a special guest today. And our special guest will be joining us in just a little bit. But we appreciate you hanging out with us. And we're going to ask you to hang tight. Back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother William Brown. Good morning, Sister Brittany Thomas. Good morning, Sister Vivian Reed. Good morning, Arthur Lynette. Is that everybody that we see so far?
So far, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have a special guest today, but in order to introduce him later on today, we want to go ahead and set the stage with the power and the purpose of imagination.
Okay.
We started a little bit with it on last week.
Good morning, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. Happy Monday. We started a little bit on last week as we talked about dreams and the importance of dreaming and how many of us have had dreaming scared out of us.
Or beaten out of us, or discouraged out of us.
Absolutely.
Or chastised out
of us.
Or ridiculed out of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's always daydreaming in class. He's always daydreaming.
Mm-hmm. You better get your mind out the clouds and focus on the ground, okay?
Get your feet on the ground. Get your head out of the clouds.
Get your head out of the heads and put it in them books.
Yes. Good morning, KT, Queen Diva.
Oh, KT, I'm happy that you are getting to be a regular young lady.
Right, regular. I got to find my, oh, here it is.
Okay.
So we want to continue this conversation because you know what? It's one thing to know better, but it's a second thing to do better.
Right. And when you know better, you should do better. But I really like what we're going to talk about today. And our special guest, we have I'm excited about introducing this guy to you guys. I'm excited about introducing him to you. But he'll be here in about 20 minutes. We'll be bringing him up here to you. But Mondays are new beginning days, you know. And yesterday ended last night. Now, Lisa's taking us down a journey, and I like where we're going about that thought, that continuation, so to speak, of a dreaming and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and with the same concept of new beginnings, though.
Yeah. What can you allow yourself permission to dream about again?
Permission is probably the right word.
Permission to dream about again.
I know a lady used to have this quote. She used to say it all the time. She put it on her emails. She even signs off her show. Something about permission to be amazing, something like that.
Granted.
I think she even wrote a book like that too. You know?
Yes, actually I do. And I think that book, a really critical component of that book was the fact that dream was placed into you in the beginning. You know, we talk about how God, his word says, I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to also believe that because he knew me before, that he also knew what purpose I would fulfill.
That's right. He designed you for a specific purpose.
Exactly. And if you're designed for a specific purpose, then why would you not think that you need permission to facilitate that purpose?
That's man right there. I think that's, again, what we talked about a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then again, some of those things that parents have did to us to discourage us from dreaming and all that stuff, some of that was protectionism.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't run out in the street because you could get hit by a car or get killed. Don't play with that. Don't touch the hot stove. Don't, to protect us from some stuff. We were too young to know how to protect ourselves, so we needed our parents to guide us, right?
Well, also, I think some of it was that they lacked some of the skills of properly guiding us. As I think about it now, after being certified, consistent positive direction certified, I think about now some of the different things that I would have chosen my language differently for myself and for my children, even as it relates to,
for us, yeah.
Even as it relates to protection language, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of don't play in the street, I might say, right, I might say it's safe in the playground.
Stay safe here.
Right.
And that took me back when we said don't play in the street. I thought about Alabama Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 1440 Alabama Avenue, East New York, apartment 3B. I lived in a 4-story walk-up. Is where I grew up my elementary years until I was about 15. Yep, that's where we lived. 1440 Alabama. No. 1440 was my grandmother's. We lived 336 Alabama Avenue. That's what it was.
Okay, so y'all lived down the street from your grandmother.
No, my grandmother actually lived in Brownsville, but 1440 was her car number. We lived in East New York. We could walk to her home in about 20 blocks. But I grew up. My elementary school, PS 174, was at the other end of my block. So I didn't have to cross the street to get to elementary school until after the 6th grade.
Yeah. I think that's interesting. Mm-hmm. But I also think that some of the things that we were sort of convinced out of as it relates to our using our imagination was instead of balancing your imagination with work, it was one or the other.
Yeah.
And how much of that do you take forward now?
That's a good one, because we want to talk about beginning again.
How much of that are you in imbalance with in your life? Yes, we need a strong work ethic. Yes, it is very important. But as the visionary for what it is that God is using you to bring forth, you've also got to take some time, or you get to take some time to actually allow those visions to come to you. And they come in your imagination.
That piece of bacon you saw me eat today,
it was in your imagination.
Is a testament to perseverance. I wanted bacon this morning. Now, I typically cut the pack of bacon in half and cook just half the pack. Okay, that's what I do. And I let Lisa have a couple of pieces. That's all. But anyway, so I had half a pack of bacon in there, and I knew I had a half a pack of bacon in the refrigerator. And when I go to get it, for a couple of weeks now, Lisa and I have been not eating bacon, not eating anything outside. We've been eating really, really great for 2 weeks now. And so I hadn't had the bacon, but I wanted it this morning. I knew I had half a pack in there, and it was molded. Can't eat that.
Which meant he shouldn't have eaten any bacon, right?
So I threw it away. But I have another pack in there that had not yet been opened. So I cut that one in half too. And I take just half of the pack, and I have it on my flat grill. And I put put one piece of bacon on there, and then I put another piece of bacon on there. And I don't know what happened after that, but inexplicably, the rest of it fell out of my hand and directly into the trash can. I screamed in horror. Oh, damn it! Lisa's like, what's wrong? The bacon fell in the trash. She goes, I had 4 pieces of bacon on the grill at the point. And she goes, well, let's just eat just those 4 pieces, which is freaking crazy. So, because I have the other half over there that needs to be cooked, or danger of that molding as well. So I cooked the rest of the bacon.
Danger of molding?
Did you not see the bacon can mold, baby. It can mold. It had another half of it molding already. I had to throw that away. I ended up wasting a whole pack of bacon today.
Would somebody tell them that it's not wasting? It's not wasting. If it is garbage, and I have to admit, it's delicious, right? Delicious, right? But if it is garbage to your body, then putting it in your body or putting it in your trash, both are the same thing.
Good morning, Yvette. Good morning, Shiro. Eat
Good.
those millions. Is this Eat Those Millions? Who's that?
That's Queen.
Good morning, Queen.
Yvette, good morning. Cynthia Murray said, wow, I attended PS 109.
Really? Yeah, I was at 174. So Couture said, that's all you need, Brian. She's right. Okay.
That's all we needed. And I was in the process of preparing oatmeal.
Which was delicious. It was delicious. Lisa's figured out a way to make oatmeal without, you didn't put sugar in it.
No sugar.
She's figured out a way to make oatmeal with no sugar that still tastes sweet enough.
Delicious.
It was delicious. I put that granola trail mix type cereal in mine, and it was delicious. Did you want these? You can have them.
Thank you. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So what have you, and shout out to Miss Vivian. Thank you for putting in the energy and effort to pull together your writings and send them over without the facts.
And she's been taking pretty pictures as well.
And you've been taking beautiful pictures. We're very proud of you. So,
and I hope she had a good weekend, and I hope you guys had a good weekend too. Before we got a guest coming up soon. We haven't even checked. Did anybody do anything cool this weekend? We got a guest that's going to be here in about 10 minutes.
I did. I actually did do something cool this weekend.
What'd you do?
I went to Reardon Park and I met up with
in Charlotte, North Carolina.
A girlfriend. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Queen. And I met up with Michelle DeWitt, and she and I walked around the park, and we had paparazzi. We had Simone, and we had time-lapse photo shoot with Simone and Baz, and we had fun.
So they took pictures. Lisa and her girlfriend took pictures, sundress pictures or something.
Sundress and sandals.
Sundress and sandals pictures. So they had a good time. Her and her girlfriend took some pictures on a Saturday.
On a Saturday.
Yeah. That was good. We also
beautiful.
We lost royalty this weekend. Now, Lisa and I, we're very, very patient people. We give Saturday Night Live a shot. Saturday Night Live a shot.
Every week.
We give them a shot. And we get disappointed 95% of the time.
98% of the time.
Well, this weekend, the opening skit hit for me.
It was nice.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was fun. No, I wouldn't say it's heck.
It was funny. And actually, last week was kind of funny.
They had one funny skit.
But the opening skit, this one was this news team, a 4-person news panel, and out of Minnesota. Keenan and a black couple on this side, two white people on that side, and they was talking about.
They were newscasters. So like a black nauxcaster set and a white newscaster set.
At the same set.
And
it was so funny because they was talking about the Derek Chauvin trial, which seemed to be, open and shut and all that kind of stuff. But the black people were very, very skeptical about what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And
they should be.
And they made that funny.
That's right. That's right. Kudos to Miss Vivian from Shiro. Absolutely.
That makes her feel so good. I love all of you. That's good.
We love you back. And we want to see you succeed. So that's why sometimes we got to be a little rough, but we follow up with love.
Is that your little rough thing? Babe, you can't fight. If someone came at me like that, I probably would start laughing.
Good morning, Debbie O. Thank you for joining.
Debbie O. We got us a special guest, and we're excited about our guest too that we're going to bring with you. Sending that was a miracle in itself, Lisa Santiago McNeill.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Yeah, a miracle, but a lot of people do it. You can send it. You can send your stuff, right?
Yes, she did. And no facts, without the facts.
What they're talking about, if you didn't know, Miss Vivian has started the process of getting her book published, completely written. First off, that's the first step. Mm-hmm. Getting it completely written, edited, and then the whole publishing process.
Mm-hmm. And in that process, we've had to take some painstaking steps, but it shall be well.
That was a funny skit as well.
Yeah, it was funny. It really was funny. I liked. What was funny and sad at the same time was that it was so true.
Yeah.
How many things have we seen play out that it is obvious? Like right now, even right now, I still am perplexed, I guess is the word, with how the the lady who shot the man in his own house, he was from Haiti, the young man that was in his house with the police officer, how she didn't get charged with murder.
Right.
I don't understand that. I still don't understand that.
There's a lot I don't understand. I don't know. I don't even know I want to go down the road. I don't understand
exactly, but that's what I'm saying. But that's why it was funny. It was funny because things can be this blatantly obvious to everyone who's watching, and yet
they get off.
Not so much.
Killing Timmy Rice 2 seconds of arrival, they'll get off.
That's right.
Ugh. Will Brown says, "Ha ha, baby, you can't fight. Let's get do something." Bill, they can't.
Those little fists can do some damage.
Bill, they can't. She's never done that before, Bill. She's never hit me in anger. Okay,
no, he doesn't. He doesn't need me to beat him.
Right. But even if she did try, Bill, it would do nothing. It would. I can't even imagine Lisa being able to hurt me with a fist.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to.
I know, but I touch you. I know what you feel like. I can't imagine that being painful at all in any kind of way. Debbie O'Shaughnessy says, congrats, Vivian. Enjoy the journey. Yes, that's a good counsel.
That is great counsel.
It is a journey to complete a book. It's a journey. It's not an event. It's a process.
It is a process. It is.
You got to think of it that way. That's exactly right.
And certain people start at different places in the process. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. And each one is individual and independent. And just like every one of your children, they're all different, So
yeah, they're all different, but oh my gosh, I don't even want to go down that road either. I was thinking about my mom and my sister, their relationship right now.
It wasn't always like that.
No, it wasn't.
So that's the thing. So everything has seasons and cycles and everything else in it. But so we're talking about imagination. I
beginnings.
Yeah, that's because you only hear what you say. From the beginning, I said that we're going to continue from dreams because our guest wrote "The Boy Who Dared to Dream."
Did you just say out loud
of imagination?
I only hear what I say.
We're on the show for 16 minutes. And on the screen says the purpose of imagination. Yeah. And
okay, I see it now. The purpose of
imagination. I need y'all to pray for me.
Oh, see, now I know where you're going because you're chiming in with our guests.
Really?
Wow, Lisa. I can't believe you didn't do that earlier.
I've been trying to do it.
I can't believe you screaming at me.
Please come and get him.
I can't believe you can request to come and get me. I can't believe you get exasperated on the show. Congratulations, Queen Vivian. Read what you do. That's right. I can't believe you're perplexed right now. I can't believe you. That's another one of our, we've often talked about the language we have in my household. That's another one of our unique to our household. You. That's how he said it. I can't believe you, Julie. Good morning, Julie. How you doing? Lisa, I can't believe you. That's how we do it in my house. Notice Bill, she's woosahing right now, and I'm chilling. Okay? What does that mean?
Yes. So, one more effort at using your imagination in the springtime.
And dreaming.
I definitely think that as I was in Retire together with even being in the park yesterday and having all of that sunshine, brightness, playfulness, the energy was so delightful in the park. Brian had that bacon story had his attention earlier. Yes.
I'm about to tell you another story that had my attention too. But yesterday afternoon, I was getting ready to go out back in my home for a cigar. And Lisa and I have been here 2.5 years. Never seen one of these before. They had a long snake curled up with his head up towards our home. And I was so lucky that it was there, and Lisa happened to be down in the kitchen at the time. I'm like, baby, come here, look. And she got a chance to see it. We have never seen a snake in the backyard before. Have you?
No, well, why were we lucky? I didn't want to see it.
It made me feel good, and it made me excited, and it just, I was like, hold this, because I wanted to get my phone out to take a picture of it, and I was only able to get the last tail of it, but it's just like a big, long black snake heading towards the house. They don't scare me like they scare you, baby.
Black snakes or brown snakes? Which one is the poisonous snake?
It could either be poisonous. Okay,
I think if it's a snake, I don't really want to find out if it's poisonous.
They don't scare me like that. So that was exciting to me yesterday, the snake. And then we had so many critters in our. What does this mean? So I go out there, have my cigar, and then while I'm out there, a large lizard comes up on the pad where I'm sitting, because you got the pad where I'm sitting, where all our stuff is, and then the ground. So this lizard comes up on the pad, like heads towards me, like he's coming at me. I like stomp my feet a little bit, and it like stops, and then it goes around, and it comes around again, and it kind of like it was like visit. It paid me a visit.
Nope.
I thought it was cool. And then later on that evening, I was still out there. I saw 2 different rabbits and 3 opossum, and they were big. Opossums typically scare me. They just look like ghosts to me. And I was like, baby, look, yeah, that's what they remind me of. I've never seen this many critters in the backyard of our home in any one sitting.
No, thank you.
So I'm thinking maybe it's the weather change, like they're coming out of hiding or hibernation or something.
I don't know, but I know that it is time for us to bring our guest.
Okay, cool. Is he in the green room still?
Yeah, he's in the green room. Brad, if you could get your video back on, I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit about our guest and his book. Yeah, somebody told him we were in That's right.
All right.
So our guest, I gotta make it bigger. Our guest, Lord Jesus, our guest is Brad Wilder. He is the author of The Boy Who Dared to Dream, which is a beautiful children's book that is about a little boy who is excited about becoming an adult. We are very, very excited about being able to present Brad to you. I don't see him yet.
Put your camera back on.
Turn your camera back on, Brad.
But let me tell you, not only is he the author of this book, he's you're gonna fall in love with him. He's an extremely disciplined, self-disciplined young man, extremely coachable, hardworking, all heart, purpose driven. I like the kid a lot, young man a lot. I like him a lot, and I think you will as well. He's been on with us already this morning, so we know he's not far from his camera. So we've already talked to him a little bit this morning, but you're going to love this young man. He had a purpose in mind to complete. He wrote an amazing book, The Boy Who Dared to Dream.
I know. I don't know what's happening with our connection right now because he was there. We got to get him back.
Yeah, he's not gone. He'll be back. Okay. When he comes back up, I'll keep talking until.
Okay.
So a snake. Cynthia said, snake? I thought you were going to say you yelled for Lisa to bring your shotgun. That would have been me. I'm not going to shoot the snake. He wasn't doing nothing. He was just chilling. He was just doing what snakes do. So grateful. Glory to God. Yes, you are. Yes, that's good. That's good. I don't know why. They don't scare me. Okay. I grew up in New York. I wasn't around snakes. I didn't see snakes when I grew up. Mm-hmm. I didn't see snakes really until I got into the Army. And it's not gonna make us look good.
No, I don't want to hear about
it. Good. I'd rather not say it then anyway.
Nope.
Yeah, but I didn't know them until I got into the Army. But they don't scare me. And when we saw one in the back of my yard, I wasn't scared. Then I was like, oh man, I wanted Lisa to see it because she never would have believed me if I'd have told her how big the snake was.
It was big. He looked like he was hungry because he was skinny.
Yeah, but those snakes, they eat rats and mice, right? So that's what you want.
Yeah,
They'll keep mice and stuff away from the house.
I don't want a snake.
So
I don't care if they have
we
an
we
occupation.
probably will not have a snake as a pet, y'all. Maybe we said glory to the ancestors. Amen to that. Yeah, at least please don't care if they have a job because I believe in pets too, but I want pets to be workers. You know, like on my fish. I want my fish, the bottom swimmers to eat on the bottom, the middle swimmers to catch the stuff in the middle, and the top swimmers to eat on the top. That they all got a job to keep the tank going, to keep the tank fresh and all that stuff. I got my fish that's designed to eat algae. They all got a job. I don't have fish in my tank just that are pretty. They all got to have something to do. Lisa wants some fish in there that just look pretty, and that's not the function of it. I run the whole ecosystem, the water, all that stuff. So I want everyone to have a job.
You got a whole bikini bottom in your fish tank.
Yes, I do. Oh, that means I need to get somebody called SpongeBob then. I don't have a SpongeBob at Bikini Bottom. Yep.
I need a pretty tank, not just a functional tank. As you may or may have not noticed that I don't pay any attention to the tank anymore.
Why?
Because it's not pretty.
It's not pretty right now?
No.
You like it she likes it when it's very, very clear. It's a little bit cloudy right now.
I like it when it's very clear and when there's at least 2 fish in there that are interesting. No, none of these fish are interesting. Biggie was interesting.
I had a fish named Biggie. I had to get rid of him. He was just dominating. He got bigger than everybody. He was a bully.
That's because he was doing his job.
He was. He went right to work every day. He went right to work. I mean, he was cleaning algae off of everything, off of all the furniture. He was never idle. He was busy. He was working. He was a worker. I got another Biggie, and he works pretty good too, but not like that one.
Nope. You need another Biggie. You need the right one.
This one was, and I've tried since I had lost that fish a couple of times. They didn't work out as well, so I had to fire him. But Biggie was like the most productive fish,
and so he got laid off.
He was productive as heck. He got too big for the tank, and we gave him to a friend who had a bigger tank.
I certainly don't know what has happened to our guests, but we will continue to stand by and go. But let's take our imagination a little bit on a journey.
All right, let's go.
When you were a little boy, what did you want to be when you grew up?
You asking? I thought I was going to be a preacher.
Okay.
Because my Uncle Jerry was the preacher. And he was, everyone loved my Uncle Jerry. Everyone was looking at my Uncle Jerry every Sunday. He preached every Sunday. And I thought I was going to preach.
What happened to change your mind?
I discovered other things. It's so funny, baby. Not funny, haha, but funny, peculiar. I can remember 4th grade, 3rd grade, 5th grade, thinking, man, what kind of job or what can I do when I grow up? Because we only had it looked like there was only a few options.
Yeah, you could be a doctor, you could be a firefighter,
or policeman. And that was like a teacher.
Or a basketball player.
Or sports, that's it. And I was thinking, man, that's all we get to pick from? I remember being frustrated. But then I was thinking, there's a lot of other people doing different things, but they weren't talked about in school. So how did they do those? There he is. How did they get those things to do when they weren't talking about them in school? How did that happen?
I know. I think that's an interesting part. I think part of it was that they had exposure. That was one of the things that I think we didn't get enough of.
Well, we didn't get any exposure when I came up.
We lost Brad again.
Come on, man.
We lost Brad
There's
again.
a conspiracy.
There we go.
Let's bring him up. What's up, man?
We can't hear you.
Hello. I don't know why I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
There we go.
How are you?
I can't hear you over there.
You can't hear us?
No, I can't.
Oh man.
I don't know
That is crazy. I don't know why, because we're not muted, you're not muted.
And we've been speaking live all morning.
Do you have your headphones plugged in? we'll go ahead and give them a chance to figure out what's going on with that. Let us know when you can hear us.
Can you hear us now, Brad? Because if you can hear us, I really want you guys to meet him. I just think he's a very impressive young man.
Absolutely. Hey, Miss Phyllis. She's on the train this morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So while we're going to get some of the songs in while we're waiting, let's go to the top.
Okay.
The greeting jams. A good friend of mine actually sent me a message in my inbox this morning saying, "Hey, Brian, would you like to know about starting a podcast and how to make a podcast work?" Okay. I haven't responded yet. Okay. We've had this podcast going since October of 2016, a daily podcast. So we figured out some stuff about how to do a podcast, but he was letting me know that his firm helps for entrepreneurs to get their own podcast. Okay. So I ain't had no heart to tell him we already got one yet, but we've had this hot podcast going since October 2016, and so much time has passed that some of you guys have earned your own greeting song, your own greeting logo. Who was up first today?
Bill, babe.
Mr. William Brown was up first. Good morning to our friend Bill.
Nobody thinks like him still.
We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Can you hear us now? Oh, man.
You still can't hear us?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
I still don't have a sound from you.
Oh, my Lord. We got to try something, man, because we really want you on today. We really, really do. We still got time to make it work. Don't quit. Keep trying it, Brad. Don't quit. Don't give up.
Bill Brown's podcast turns one this week.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Next is Brittany Thomas.
It's Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Brittany Thomas. I hope you had a fantastic weekend as well. You look all springtime fresh with your new do. And I think I saw, who else was next? Arthur Lynette maybe, or who is Alpine?
Yes, Arthur Lynette is next.
At the table we sit.
Making it legit.
Because when Lynette hits the show, what's up, Arthur Lynette? If you all remember, Arthur Lynette was a guest on our show last week, and she did a great job with us here.
Absolutely. Vivian is here. Vivian is here, and now the show can go on.
Good morning, Miss Vivian. Brad, I want you to keep trying.
He is. He just dropped off to switch phones.
Don't quit. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing our song. Melissa's on. Let's bring Brad up.
Yes, Brad.
What's up, Brad?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh man, I was praying that you didn't quit. I wanted you to keep trying until we got it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Here we are.
Oh, well, now that you're here, Lisa and I, we've already been singing your praises, but we want to give you some time to please introduce yourself however you would like.
Okay, sounds good. I don't know who's watching, but my name is Brad Wilder. What I'm about to say sounds peculiar to me even now. This right here is what I'm about to say. I am the author of The Boy That Dared to Dream. 23 years old, military, podcaster, social media influence, inspirational speaker, and I am one of 12 kids, so I'm a baby boy.
Well, you're a very, very impressive young man to us, Brad. Please tell a little bit about the story of The Boy Who Dared to Dream and the impetus behind writing the story.
Oh, man. Yeah. The story behind it is it's basically a little bit of of my history as well, but mainly for the kids. And the part where he talks about how he hates school, um, that was me. I hated school, man. I hated school because I don't know. Growing up, it was like I knew I had a calling that was so much bigger than school in a sense, if that makes sense. I just knew that I was so much bigger than um, doing the same thing everybody else was doing. By no means am I saying this in an arrogant manner, but you just felt different. When you're different. I didn't necessarily agree with the way we tested, the way we studied, because everyone's different. That doesn't make me a failure because I don't think like this guy. I don't get the same grades because this guy, he sees life differently. He's wired differently than I am. I hated school. I absolutely hated school. And in the book, look, Timmy hates school because he sees something that others don't see. He has a vision. He believes in himself. So all he really cares about is that vision. By no means am I sending a message to the kids that care more about your vision than education, because yes, education is important, but what I'm saying is every child has a gift. And when we tap into that, then we really begin to unfold what God already put inside of you. And so the black household, I grew up in a black household, two parents. Mom and dad been married over 47 years. And I just want our kids to see, like, it is possible to have a whole black family. It is possible to have structure. What they want you to see is broken homes, absent fathers, deadbeat mothers. It doesn't have to be a reality. Just because you see it does not mean it has to be you. What you manifest, what you think, and what you pursue is ultimately what you become. So you have a choice at the end of the day. Do you want to be like everybody else, or do you want to take your own path? And so I really want to push that to our kids. Like, the book is for anybody, but I wasn't going to do our kids, a disservice by not writing something for them. Because how many black books do you see? You don't see enough of them, right? But, it's pushed out there, do this, do this, do this. No one tells us about the gift. And that's the most important thing. I don't care what society says. I don't care about a job. I don't care about none of that. All the answers are right there in the Bible. Like, if God tell you your gift will make room for you, then it'll make room for you. I don't care if you got a master's degree and I didn't go to college. If that door has my name on it, you ain't walking through it with your master's degree. It is what it is.
That's right.
That's right. It is your door.
Brad, we love you so much. Before you go, and we want to keep letting you talk here, but Lisa was your publisher of this project.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask Lisa a question about you, and then I'm gonna get you to respond to that. Okay.
Okay.
Because writing the book and going through the process of publishing a book is one thing, but then what happens after the book is published is another to me. Okay. So if you would kind of share with our audience, what was the process like of working with Brad from this whole project and since it's been published?
So Brad is one of those authors that you have that makes you say, I wish I had 5 more like him.
Okay.
Because he's coachable. He understood from the very beginning that it wasn't just about getting this book published. It was about getting this book into the hands of every little boy and every little girl who needed permission to use their imagination.
Note that he knew that from the beginning. It wasn't just about getting the book done. It was about getting it in the hands of the right person.
Absolutely. And for those authors that are sitting back waiting for people to find their book, it doesn't work like that. You have to bang the drum. You have to go out and you have to let people know that, look, I have the message. I have the message. I have the message. I have the information. I have the inspiration. And he is willing to do that. He is out there doing it. He's out there talking. He's out there he's doing videos, great little inspirational videos. He is contacting schools. He is reaching out to influencers. He is doing the legwork. And so for me, working with Brad was like, finally, somebody is getting it. It's like I'm trying to get people to do. He's already had over, I want to say over, are we almost at 1,000 books ordered? No, I think we're almost at 1,000 books, right?
I'm not sure if we're that many, but We're
You had an order of 500, 200, 50, 50. I mean, these are big orders. So I just want you to take your flowers while you get them.
500, then 50, then
there was 200, there was 500, there was right. So
$800.
It is up there.
Okay, and these books are sold, right? The ones that you
They're
ordered.
pre-ordered. These are pre-ordered.
I'm gonna say this. Because death and life lies in the tongue, right? So I say this. Some of these books are pre-ordered. A lot of them are pre-ordered, but every day I'm waking up to more orders. But I'm ordering more because I know they will sell out. So I'm not gonna run out. I already
Absolutely.
People walk up, it's gone. And so like the last thing I want to do is be like, oh, I don't have books. No, all these books are gonna be gone. I've spoken into existence. I already talked to our creator. I'm not worried about it. So Miss Lisa, get your computer ready and get ready to be annoyed by me because more orders are coming.
It's not an annoyance, but I do speak to Brad just about every day. Either about the books or about what's next or making an introduction. That's the other thing. When I make an introduction or provide him with the direction, I see him taking action. And I'm really, really proud of this particular project. I want to show it again on the screen if we can.
And while she's there, no, is that? Yeah, that's it.
That's it right there. So that's Brad and the Boy Who Dared to Dream. And this book it's a creative story, but it also allows you to use your imagination when you're reading it. It allows you to see yourself in the picture of the little boy and him using his imagination in every scenario. If he's waiting for the bus, if he's on his way to class, if he's getting out of class, it really is. You
can put yourself there. You know, Brad, I often tell people that once you've completed and written a book, your life changes. I think you become something different. You know, once you get a book published, you become something different. And I want to know, do you believe that to be true for you?
In a way, yes. You're not the same. You're not the same person you used to be. Like you can't say I'm an ex-author. You know, you are the author, right? You can't say it. But I believe nothing has changed about me because my best friend always tell me, man, you dropped this dope video, you shot this video, you did this book. Hey man, pat yourself on the back. And I'm like, on to the next, bro. Like, cause I didn't get that. I haven't reached that kid out there who is in an abusive home. I haven't reached that person out there who wants to hurt somebody. I haven't reached that person out who just committed suicide. I haven't reached that person. So what am I patting myself on the back for? So yeah, this is out. On to the next. On to the next. On to the next. Okay. Dwell on this for what? Job's not done.
Well, the reason why you pat yourself on the back for things that you've done so far is so that you can do more of those things.
Absolutely.
Your subconscious is not going to let you do stuff without some reward.
You got to give yourself a moment to celebrate.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, on to the next one. You do have to move on to what's next. I want to talk about your t-shirt line.
Yes, ma'am.
If you would for a moment. Tell us a little bit about the t-shirts that just came out. The one, was it But God or God Blessed, or tell them a little bit about it.
God is good. So
God
a lot
is
of my
good.
stuff that I do, it's a lot of faith-based. I try to incorporate in everything I do because everything I do is possible because of him. So we just released my fiance and I thank God for her too, man, because she make life so easy. So God is Good collection. I have it in red and black. So God is good because God is good. That's self-explanatory all the time, right?
Absolutely.
So drop that, and then we got I just put just a little faith back into back into rotation again. But I got a drop on the 15th that's coming out. I am my brother's keeper. We actually shot a video at the park, basically dropping a message home to the youth. So we had EMS out there, funeral home, we had police officer, just driving a message to the home, like to our community. Like, if you say you're your brother's keeper, don't be killing your brother, don't be shooting your brother, you know, because you got kids watching you. You got these things.
Okay, I want to make it clear to me. You said you shot a video about what now?
I am my brother's keeper.
Is that a song or a product or what?
No, so I created that shirt. I actually designed
Okay.
only 4 custom shirts just for that video, but everyone's been wanting this. So I'll put that in production.
Okay.
But basically, it was a drive at home that you can't say, as Black men and women, you can't say, I am my brother's keeper, yet you watch your brother disrespect another woman. You watch your brother cheat on his woman. You watch that brother disrespect his wife. You watch that brother sag his pants, breaking the store. You can't say that. But when someone kills that brother, it's, oh my God, police brutality or whatever. No, you can't say your brother's keeper if you don't correct them. If you
That's
had
right.
the opportunity, you do nothing about it. How are you any different?
Wildly inspirational. What's the site again, baby?
wildlyinspirational.shop. And the link is down below. I want to go ahead and share that on the screen as well so that everybody can see it here.
Man, I am so excited for your journey. And this is another thing I always say, and I really want your take on this too. I tell people that there are some doors that only your book can open for you. There's some doors that you can't get in any other way than being published. Have you experienced that yet?
If you ask in the sense of have people reached out about like having me to like bookstores to come talk about the book.
Yeah.
No, I haven't experienced that yet. I quotate yet because it's possible, it's coming. But no, I haven't experienced that yet. But it's definitely, I'm gonna say this. You kind of feel like people look at you different. I really don't like a lot of attention as it is, so I'll be trying to hide from people. But I do. I really, I see them in the stores. I'll be trying to dodge them because I don't do this for the appraisal. I don't do this for me. I don't. So I'll be trying to like, I see him. I'll be trying to I'll be trying to leave, but I can't. So sometimes they catch me. Because I don't do this for the attention. I don't do it for the round of applause. I don't do it. It's God given. I already sent that prayer up, asking God to allow me to use my platform to glorify you, so that when people see me, that they see you. I don't want the attention. God is yours. And so as long as I do that and I continue to do it and I continue to put Him first, I'm looking forward to those opportunities where people are saying, "Hey, I want you to come out and bring your book to my bookstore. I want you to come out and read the books to our kids." I've done that before as well, but actually I got to go do that at a school who's bought a bunch of books in bulk. So who has pre-order books. So I got to go out and do that. So every school
That's
I go
exciting.
to.
That's exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's exciting to me to see their journey. I see so much good coming to you because of your work ethic, your heart. It's very hard for people to hear you talk for more than a minute and not see your heart, which is amazing. There might be somebody on here right now that wants to connect with you, or they want to talk to you, or they want to purchase from you. How do you prefer people connect with you?
I check my email every day, my business email, so that you can that's Brad Wilder, BRAD Wilder, WILDER 19 at gmail.com. That way I keep everything like structure wise. So I ain't running crazy trying to answer because I'm on the phone all day, every day, all the time. Literally from the time I wake up I have to put my phone on do not disturb just to spend time with my fiance. Because I don't like literally she'll be trying to talk to me, my phone be ringing. I'm like, babe, I gotta take this call. So it's easier to get me through Gmail versus trying to, because so much goes on my phone all the time, dealing with my soldiers and the things they may bring to me or whatever, my squad leader, my leadership. I'm actually planning a big event for my community right now, so it's going to be tug of war. Put together a police team to play basketball, 3-on-3, home run derbies. So I'm getting a whole bunch of phone calls like that, and then people are reaching out directly to me. Hey man, I saw this event, so it'll be best to reach out through my Gmail because I check that.
All right. And you're still in the military?
Yes.
Army?
Yes.
What? You said your soldiers. What's your rank?
Specialist promotable. So I'll be picking up sergeant soon.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And where are you now?
I'm near Fort Bragg right now. So we just ran a field exercise Friday, Saturday.
Is that where you're stationed at Fort Bragg?
No, I worked full time in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I'm actually a guardsman, but I'm active duty guardsman. So
Uh-huh.
I do the same thing active duty does. I get up every day, put the uniform on,
I
whatever.
know what it is. Yep. I
But
was a guardsman as well.
really,
Yep. I was Army first and then National Guard. And I was an active guardsman. Yep.
okay, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for your service as well, brother.
Thank you, my man.
So I want to make sure that everybody knows that they can check out Widely Inspirational Clothesline at widelyinspirational.shop. You can order the book there as well as check out Brad's podcast at anchor.fm/Brad hyphen Wilder. You can connect with him on the gram at _grunt38. And of course, email bradwilder19@gmail.com.
Now, Brad, we only got 1 more minute left with you. Okay.
Okay.
But I want you to take this minute, because I want you to leave our audience. Our audience is more entrepreneurial than normal, I think. And our audience is a loving and supportive audience, grown folks audience. But I want you to impart something. Part of what you do is speaking. I want you to share with them whatever it is that's on your heart, to share with the audience that's listening to you right now.
Well, one thing I've been doing a lot of thinking about when I was in the field was just being who you were designed to be. You won't fit in with everybody. You're not designed to fit in. A lot of people won't like you. I run into that issue as well because they don't know who they are. You're going to have those people who get mad at you for being the best version of yourself, but they're only mad because they're not in tune with themselves, right? And I say this all the time, like you were born to be who you're destined to be. You live as someone else and die not knowing who you're supposed to be. So why let those people who don't even know who they are themselves influence what you do, right? Do what you do, take care of yours, make your money, invest in yourself. Everything you do is an investment. Promote yourself well, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you act in public. It is a promotion of you. And not only that, but the people you keep next to you is a promotion as well. I tell people all the time, I refuse to have people around me that's going to disrespect my parents. What I mean by that is I don't disrespect my parents. So when people see me and they see me acting the fool, or they see my people that I'm connected to acting the fool, first thing they're going to say is, I know his parents, and they did too much for me to disrespect them. And so whether it's my fiance or friends that I keep around me, no, you won't disrespect my parents. And if you feel the need to do so, then you can go. Because it ain't gonna happen. I don't disrespect my parents, so nah. But just that, man. Remember who you are. Everything ain't peaches and ice cream. You're gonna have those bad days. You're gonna have those rough moments. But remember why you started. That's the most important thing. Perspective. Perspective drives performance. When you look at what you do and you love what you do and you care about what you do, that's what's gonna drive you. All right. No one's gonna have to motivate you when you care about what you do.
I wish we had more time with you. I think I have more stuff I'd want to talk to you about, especially after your ending. What an outstanding ending there, Brad. You've been a great, great guest. If you can hang out in the green room with us for a few more minutes, so we can talk to you when we close out the show, that'd be great. Thank you very much. I tell you, if we had more time with Brad, I'd want to talk to him about adversity and how he handles it, because I think he's got something to say.
Well, we're glad that you had the opportunity to hang with us, and we'll talk with you in just a minute. Just hang out in the green room. We'll be right back. Wow, I am always excited.
I love him. He's a young man too, y'all. Come on with it. Come on, man.
And Beverly said, that's your next book. Don't disrespect my parents.
That's right. Don't disrespect my parents.
I love it. I love it.
Come on. People who say our youth is lost, they need to meet Brad. Come on, meet Brad Wilder. We got some youth.
Perspective drives performance. Absolutely.
That's so true. The way you see it before you start it is going to have a lot to say about how it turns out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling you guys, we have some amazing things coming up on tomorrow. We have another guest on our show tomorrow. We have a guest couple.
Yes, tomorrow.
That's right. We have a guest couple.
Our couple. Mm-hmm.
You guys who are joining us from the BBC, you probably already know Amari and Queen, and they shall be on with us tomorrow. And I think we got a guest Wednesday too, but I'll figure it out.
Well, I'll tell you, back. I could hardly sleep last night. Because of today. tonight at 7 p.m. in my clubhouse. I think I'm gonna do this every Monday night. But tonight's topic is selling your services in a virtual world. Selling your services in a virtual world. And I've got 5 subject matter experts. They're all going to talk for 6 minutes each on my podcast tonight, 5 of them. And I'm going to do the same thing next Monday with another crew of subject matter experts. But tonight, I'm so excited about who we got. We got James Penn, who's been a guest on this show a couple of times. We got Coach Antonio, who was my coach before I met Lisa. Okay. We got Lois Coffee Kofi out in California out here. She was recommended to us by some other folks here. The best woman sales trainer. You know, we got her going to be on there. And we got
Tony
Coleman Brown. This woman was making money online way before COVID. And she's made significant money online way before COVID with her groups, having access to her groups. She knows how to do it online. And they're my friends. They're all my friends. They're going to be my guests tonight in my clubhouse, the Selling Your Services Clubhouse. Brian K. McNeill.
If you have the Clubhouse app, make sure that you connect and follow with the sales confidence coach, Brian K. McNeill, and that you join the Selling Your Services Club on the Clubhouse.
I could hardly wait till tonight. And I got a great client too. It's going to be our first full session today at 2:30. I'm excited about that too. So my Monday is set.
Stay tuned right here for Coffee Time with Coach Ja following us. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow with Amare and some more about love. We love ya. Don't forget to have sex.